Hey there, Neil here, CEO of MaidThis. I wanted to make this quick video to let you know some of the insights and different things we're seeing, which will hopefully help you out with your vacation rental business during this crisis. So the three things we're going to cover right now. One, where the booking is coming from right now. I'm sure you've seen a downturn in the number of guest reservations. So the people who are still getting money from guests, where are those coming from? Number two would be what you could update on your listing now and how we anticipate the medium term looking. And the last bit would be just what have we gathered from data about how long this thing might last. So anyways, regarding who is traveling, where bookings coming from, one benefit of having a big network of hosts that we take care of is we could ask people and understand a little bit about who's booking right now, where everything is heading. So what we're seeing is there's lots of medical field travel, meaning travel nurses, and lots of military travel, meaning military personnel booking Airbnbs. We're seeing a lot more on the travel nurse side. So you can get bookings from Airbnb for travel nursing, but there's also dedicated websites which will post about where you could actually find travel nursing and post your home to travel nurses. So most travel nurses stay in a place for 30 days minimum. With the crisis as it is right now, it can be less. We'd recommend doing at least a 1 to 2 week minimum, and hopefully up to 30 days if you could find bookings for that. A benefit of the travel nursing crowd is it's often paid for by the company which is sponsoring the nurse or is hiring the nurse, meaning it's going to be B2B in some aspects. A lot of people are listing on these websites, so you're going to have to be a little bit scrappy. I'll post the links to some of the websites. You could also find Facebook groups in your area regarding travel nursing. This is a great way because these are the people who are traveling right now. There's no more vacation rental travelers for the short term, but nursing and medical professionals are traveling. So try to market your property as much as you can for that. Some recommendations on what we would say to change your listing to. We are seeing and knowing that there's going to be a lot more domestic travel as opposed to international travel, at least in 2020. Edit your booking or edit your listing so it's more geared towards domestic travelers. Lots of people who are just maybe sick of being in one place want to get an Airbnb somewhere else and just stay there and maybe stay quarantined for a while over there. So changing the wording of your listing so it's geared towards that type of traveler, at least in the short term, would be good. This next recommendation is a permanent change, permanently making sure the sanitization of your unit is listed prominently in the listing, meaning make sure you say it's up to CDC recommendations about how to actually properly sanitize the place. The MaidThis cleaners are actually doing this. So if you do use MaidThis, you could actually advertise that you are sanitizing it to proper standards and have that prominent in your listing. I think that's going to be changed for the future, forever, about what you need to advertise in your listing. Last bit is how long is it going to last? I think that's the $1 trillion question. No one really knows. What booking data has told us from other companies which have taken analyst data and seeing what's happening is they do see an increase in bookings in May, which is surprising. April, it seems like no one's really booking, but they're seeing overall people are booking stuff ahead of time for the future for May, which is surprising. That could imply a lot more domestic travel, people anticipating this thing ending and wanting to get out of their house. Not really sure what's going to happen if this crisis extends, but at least we're seeing some positive data that there is a quicker rebound than at least originally anticipated. So hope these three things are helpful. If you have any questions at all, just reach out to us.